Do y'all remember those issues that I had with the original Pixel Buds? Mainly, they had problems with connecting and syncing, especially when you moved your head around or you put your Pixel Buds in your back pocket. Well, the Pixel Buds A series did fix those problems, but they lacked a very important feature. That's active noise cancellation, or ANC. So I could not use them as my main earbuds, especially during travel, because I use ANC all the time. But now we have the Pixel Buds Pro for $199, released just this year. Since these are more premium Pixel Buds, I took these on a flight to San Francisco to test their active noise cancellation against the loud engines and the noisier talking that you hear on a plane. I actually bought these earbuds. They were not sent to me for review, so I did want to shout out to everybody who supports my content over on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, and right here on YouTube as a member. I have been posting early access to videos and some behind the scenes just for members, so you can access those early videos as soon as you sign up. The Pixel Buds Pro come in 4 different choices of color. There's fog, charcoal, lemongrass, and coral, and they come with no USB-C cable in the box, but they do include small, medium, and large ear tips in the box as well. Now, I highly recommend before you start listening, trying the earbuds on to determine the best comfort for your ears, and using the Pixel Buds app to test the fit. I also recommend checking your Pixel Buds app to see if there are any kind of firmware updates when you purchase them, so you can get the latest and greatest features. The case is a little bit larger, and it does have a magnetic closure whenever you open and close it. That's really nice, along with magnets to hold the buds in place whenever you are actually charging them in the case. The Pixel Buds Pro are a little tough to place in my smaller ears. I guess it's because of the concha part of my ear. Sure, the earbud tips fit great inside the actual cavity, but the larger form factor of the molded, the hard plastic, means that it sits directly against that part of my ear. Now, I would say that these are a little bit too big for smaller ears like mine, and I would love to see all of this beautiful technology packed into a smaller form factor so that us smaller people do not have to miss out on the premium products due to some kind of aching pain because you have smaller ears. Technically speaking, and this is why it's a little painful against the concha, the width of the Pros are 0.88 inches from front to back. Meanwhile, the Pixel Buds A series are 0.69 inches from front to back. So the A series are more comfortable in ear for me personally, but again, you don't get all those features packed into this small form factor. Also, for comfort, in terms of pressure, these do include software that identifies and lessens air pressure in your ear to make for a more comfortable experience without that earplug feeling. Charging can be done via USB-C or any compatible Qi charger for wireless charging via the back of the case. Charging from 0 takes about 5 minutes in the case to give you a 1 hour of listening time with ANC turned on. The battery life of these are really, really good. They definitely stepped up the battery quality. You can get 11 hours with ANC off, 31 total with the case, or you can do 7 hours with ANC on, 20 hours with the case. Google also includes Quick Connect on these earbuds, so as soon as you take them out of the box and you have them near your compatible Android phone, your phone will prompt you to connect and set up the new Pixel Buds Pro with just a few taps. And if you don't have a compatible phone, you can always just connect them via your phone's regular Bluetooth settings. Now, I noticed the connection is really good between these. I can shift around, I can move my head, I can put these in my back pocket or a purse, and I always have a steady connection. There's no noticeable lag. The phone calls that I did on here were clear. I did have this one weird issue, and it only happened once, where I heard static in my left earbud while it was in transparency mode, but that went away after a couple of seconds and it never happened again. So hopefully that was just a fluke and not a common issue. But again, I have only had that happen to me once and I've had these for about a month. So hopefully it's just a one-time thing. Transparency mode was really good. There was a flight attendant talking a row behind me and it almost sounded like they were right in my ear. So I was able to hear people around me very, very clearly whenever I was using transparency mode. On the other side, ANC is also really competitive for this price market. I still hear some noise from my surroundings, like I could still hear the plane engine, and I can hear louder high-pitched noises whenever those happen, like a ding from the intercom, but most things are canceled out, including my air conditioning, fans, general conversation. Obviously, over-the-ear would be best for quality ANC, and some earbuds over $200 might give you better quality as well, but these do pretty stinking good for under $200. These also have really good bass, like listening to Kyari Pamyu Pamyu or The Weeknd. Everything is very bassy. Even podcasts are bassy though, and I would like a full equalizer in the application so that I can change those frequencies and hear more treble and hear more softness whenever I am listening to voices. There are 11mm speaker drivers in each one, which keep things really, really powerful and very rich. I have had this issue with volume, and since I recently updated the firmware on these, I can say that that's still a consistent issue. I have to keep it at like 80% to max volume in order to hear the music clearly. Anything less than like 60% and I can't really hear it very well. It's like they are super quiet from 0 to 60%, and then you change the volume and you get a pretty good range up to 100%, so between 60 to 100. So they do get loud at 100%, but the volume isn't level from 0 to 100. It goes from like quiet, 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 and then all of a sudden you get a range from 60 to 100. It's very strange. Side note, you have been watching this video up to this point, but have you actually subscribed yet? Click the subscribe button down below. Help me get my channel to 100,000 subscribers. I mean, we hit 80,000 in 40 months, so I think 100K is totally doable, and I want to see that number happen. The capacitive touch on these is high quality. You can customize tap and hold settings in the application to fit your needs. Swiping front and back for volume was very natural for me. It seems very sensitive to the capacitive touch, so it's really easy to change it with just a very light touch. Tapping and holding registered correctly with no problems. So I have to say, with my normal uses and how I normally would use capacitive like touch sensors on earbuds, I had no problems. You definitely don't have to be hard with them whenever you're trying to tap and hold or anything. You don't have to hit them. You can just use a very light tap and it's going to register what you want to do. Google Assistant can also be prompted by either saying Google or holding down on the earbud, and it works great. I really like using this feature for translating conversation. For example, I am going to Japan in December, and I fully intend to use these to help me translate folks speaking to me in Japanese. Listen, I know a little bit, but I am super rusty, so I'm definitely gonna have to practice before I go to Japan, but I'm super excited. Skoshi dake wakarimasu. Now, just like the previous generations, if you happen to misplace your earbuds, you can ring them from the Pixel Buds app or from the Buds settings in your Bluetooth settings page as well, and they use a very similar chime to the A series. The earbuds include IPX4 water resistance, and the case is IPX2. And one other cool software feature that I wanted to briefly touch on is this one called multi-point connectivity. So multi-point connectivity with device switching allows you to switch from one compatible device to another one under the same Google account by pausing audio on one device and playing it on another. The earbuds will automatically detect where the audio is coming from and playing, and it will change that connectivity for you. So I think these are a good buy. My experience wearing these on a plane was very pleasant. Even though the form factor is a little bit too big for my ears, they will probably work a lot better for most people out there. Google also made some foam tips that you can purchase separately in case you prefer those over silicone. So I did purchase those and I'm waiting for them to come in. Whenever they do come in, I'll post either a YouTube short or a video over on my Twitter just to show you the difference between the silicone and the foam ones. I love foam compared to silicone, but that's just me personally. So other than the fact that these are slightly too large for my ears, I love them. I think they are a good buy for anybody looking to find premium earbuds, especially made for ANC and Google Assistant compatibility. So these are excellent for Android phones. They are a great competitor to the AirPods and Samsung's Galaxy earbuds, and these will definitely be my new daily drivers for quick listening. If I want to wear these for a very long period of time, I'm aware that they may make my ears ache a little bit because they're too big, but for short listening periods, these are great. I am curious if the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro would fit my ears better or if I should stick with these. So let me know if you want me to review Samsung's competing option. I would also love to review the Bose QC Earbuds 2. I saw those on Amazon and they look really nice. And the Sony XM4 earbuds, which came out earlier this year in comparison, even though both of those cost almost $100 more than these. I just want to see if the ANC is truly just as good for a portion of the price, under $200, because that sounds like a much more reasonable price point to me. Comment below with any kind of questions that you might have about the Pixel Buds Pro. I've been using them for a month. I can definitely answer any questions that you might have. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other Pixel Buds reviews here to see how these compare to the A series. Also, if you watched my DEF CON video, you know that I was giving away this Totoro clock badge. We do have a winner, and that winner is Sunny Wear. Yay! Congrats, Sunny, on winning this badge. I will get in touch with you to set up shipping, and thank you so much to everybody for entering. I will have more giveaways in the near future, so make sure to stay subscribed and watch my videos to see those announcements. Bye, y'all.